Hello and welcome to the Luxembourg Building a Nation series. Our first stop is with Titus Pétange. Season 1, Episode 1, and it's the first stop in about 3 or 4 before the Luxembourg national team. This is going to be a hell of a long save. There was plans on doing something like this all the way through Football Manager as soon as they introduce the dynamic youth ratings, but they don't work as drastically as what we want in the game. So there's rules in place behind the scenes, little landmarks that we reach that can up the youth rating to make it possible for us to eventually achieve what looks very unachievable right now. The youth rating currently is at 35. I think I'll max it out at about 165 to 170 just to make sure that it's not completely overpowered, but has the potential of winning a World Cup. Now, to start this off, actually, I'll just say this is what you'll get from this series. It's very chilled out, very relaxed, no music in the background, so put your own music on, sit back, maybe stick this on a second monitor, just chill, maybe even binge the series. I don't know. We are just about to play our first game. Schedule. It's against Swift Esperange. Okay. It's actually on the Sunday night fixture, so it's televised, which is awesome. My managerial debut is televised. Prime time television in Luxembourg. I can't say thank you enough to the Luxembourg media. But before we get on to that, I have the introduction save, which we're going to load up and just show where we started off with this team. There's not been that much movement in terms of squad players. The biggest change really is the staff. This is what I started off with. Take the picture, or just keep an eye on it because those levels are going to change drastically. In terms of squad, well, there was one person in particular that I did want to move on, I'm not going to lie, because of the name, but I think it would be more disrespectful, because it is the guy's name, not to say Sasha Heil, even though it does have, connections with something else we won't get into. But it will probably be preferred by me to eventually move him on, because it does bring back a lot of GCSE history. Anyway, there hasn't been that much changes to the squad because our wage budget has been locked up in 2 loanees. In fact, 3 loanees. The third one absolutely atrocious. Antonio Gomez is the worst culprit. In terms of wages, £700 per week we're spending on him. This French midfielder, both good players, £425 a week. This is terrible, though. We've loaned someone out. Before I came in, we loaned someone out, Jordi Junior Solidio. And we are not getting any money back. Victoria Rossport have just taken this guy, and we're spending all that money, £350 per week, on his contract. And we desperately need strikers. That's the worst bit. It's been so difficult to get strikers in. I've had to resort to the under-23s, and this particular Ruben Gonsalves kid. Most of these lads, I think I'll highlight them they've definitely come into the first team. So has the under-18 Dragon Savar, or Cavar. I mean, he's called Dragon. If that doesn't strike fear into strikers like Arts, then I don't know what will. So that's what we had. I think Kai Merck is our best player. He's young as well. So hopefully we can hold on to him for more than this particular season. He's got £85 per week. If we can get him at about £110 per week for the next season, then I would be very happy indeed. outside of that, it's a bit of a mess. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a mess. Like, take this kid who's a left back. He's never been a left back. He's never been a left back in his life. Sorry, you've never been a left back in your life. Right, let's load up the proper save and see what I've done. It's not that much, apart from the staff. Hey, look at them lines. Way better. So let's flick through it. We got this lad as the youth development. Head of youth development, I think, stayed. That's the only, like, first team coach that stayed. And we got the assistant manager, who's way better. Coach actually played for Pétange, now Titus Pétange after the merge. He is in. Looking good. And then Mark Repet. And then we have this really solid goalkeeping coach that also has pretty good fitness levels as well. So he's kind of doing two jobs here. I believe that's it. The performance analysis I've not really gone into. Scout-wise, chief scout is this Italian, Tommaso Dalladone. And then we've kept the old scout in place because, honestly, there's not that many good scouts around. Yeah. And it's just interesting having this Chinese scout. I can't remember ever having a Chinese scout before. So, there you go. You got your chief scout, who's really good. You got the scout that was there in the first place that probably will get replaced eventually. Head physio's 6. And your physio's 5. Not bad. Rebuild there. Let's have a look at the transfer history. Woo! Right, so players coming in. These are all players. Hang on, let's have a look. I've got to sort by date here, I think. Let's have date descending. Yes, date descending. I think this is right. Yeah, so this is it. So I had 3 players coming in and 2 players going out. One of them being a striker, which I might regret, but he was 30 years old and had a contract of about 40, 50 pounds. Honestly, I'd rather take the risk. Maybe further on down the line, there will be a free agent that is willing to talk to us, is willing to be paid the amount that I can give. I think it's £180 a week, which is not that much at all. We got rid of Christian Saleh, who's a 29 years old midfielder. We could quickly replace with a loanee, Maxim Elector, who comes in with no monthly fee from Swift. So I don't know if he's going to be able to play here. I don't know about the rules there. We had a free agent, 2 free agents coming in. The midfielder from the Ivory Coast, Suleiman Diomande, who is 3 stars. Little improvement and a slight improvement also to the goalkeeper. Our best goalkeeper was 1.5 stars before that. And now Hachim Tamzini comes in at 2 stars. But we might just do some rotation with Barella because he's got slight potential. And if Barella finishes off 2.5 stars this season, then it would be good work all around. But I very much doubt it. Yeah, that's what's changed. Obviously, players coming into the first team as well that's bulked this side up. But it's destined to finish mid-table, and I can't imagine anything changing there. Season preview, 8th place is what we're looking at. So 8th place or above will be a win, a good season in my eyes. This season has just been scuppered. Is that the right word? Because of the quite astronomical wages that we're paying these loanees. Just can't really build anything or invest my money in anything at the moment. So we're going to have to wait until either January or the summer to really get into maybe non-contracts and pre-contracts and all that good stuff, then we can motor along. It might be more difficult than what I think. Right. Fixtures. We are the final. Let me just have a drink. No, I can't have a drink on camera because I've got it in a big old bottle and that would look ridiculous. I would love a drink, to be fair. I will have a drink as soon as we finish this episode. Swift, Esperange, Titus Pétange. Swift were really good in the failed Mama save. So I'm expecting a really difficult game here. We'll try with the one that I adapted for Luxembourg, the Glimmer of Osaka tactic, which is the 4-4-2 with the holding midfield player. But I really do think after experiencing them both and learning from both the tactics, the escapism Dulux is way better as a tactic. But we shall tweak and tweak and tweak until we cannot tweak anymore. Try and make the best tactics that we can. Of course, we got a third slot as well, so we could maybe develop another tactic. Maybe with one striker, just in case. Okay, these need to be delegated. Maybe with one striker to try and reduce the risk of injuries. And are we getting a highlight from the kickoff to make sure these settings are right? I just want to speed up the match during highlights to make it look a bit more realistic. And key highlights for me just to speed up the game, in all honesty. I mean, a good thing here, a real good thing here is that we're not going to be ruined by the team not knowing each other. Because the team absolutely do know each other. We started off well. 2 shots in. Jake, the centre-back that's just taken that shot, Nicholas Yek. Let's just click on his name. This is a loanee player coming in from Esberg Hour. And I would like to keep him around for the next season. If Erxgeberg, yep, that team, if those guys allow me to take him next season with no wages, that would be awesome. Drill it in. Oh, it's a penalty. Thank you very much. Now, when I say the other tactic is way better, it is way better, but this tactic is still pretty good. So it might get us some results. Lovely little penalty there as well. Tucking it into the side netting. And even though the goalkeeper dived the right way, he had no chance there. It's 1-0. Titus Pétange on national television. Delightful stuff. So I don't know if I've said it, but we rebuilt this database. And it's got like prize money and television money, I think, but that's shared with all the clubs. Just way more care. Oh boy, good save. Way more care than what was in that old database that was absolutely broken. We had stuff like disciplinary rules missing, and it just reverted to the most harsh. Like, it was 2 yellow cards was a ban, then every subsequent yellow card was a ban. That is shocking behaviour. Absolutely shocking. Which league does that? Seriously. So I think we've gone to, I think it's 4, 7, 10, 13. So 4 yellow cards and you get a match ban. Yeah, that was coming. 4 yellow cards and you get a match ban. Every subsequent 3 yellow cards, you get a match ban. Offside, we're still 1-0 up. That is a slice of luck. But it does look like Swift have started to get back into this game. Let's have a look at this particular highlight, because if we go to 2-0, then it might be something that we don't need to worry about. If it goes to 1-1, I think a change of tactic will be there for us. What a ball in. On the volley. Uh, dogs are dogs are playing downstairs. Goodness me. Okay, here's Stumpf. A great name. Merc, yes! Let's go. Bit of the praise in now. Make them feel happy. This is a good showing by Titus Pétange at the start of the season. Very happy, very happy. Looks a bit better than 8th place. Don't expect much, but it does look a tiny bit better than 8th, which is fantastic. We've gone disciplinary rules 4, 7, 10, 13. I think at the moment, the winner of the Luxembourg League gets about, I think it's about 200, 300,000 pounds winning, which of course is a lot of money, but it kind of makes the league start investing more in like facilities and that, which of course is pretty crucial in a building a nation series, especially when we get up to, like, I think we had like a test save where I maxed out Luxembourg's like facilities and that, and the youth rating to see what the prize money would be like. That's a very good goal. To see what the prize money would be like if the competition reputation was up to about 11th in Europe, and it went up to like 4 million, and I expect it to be in like 10, 11, 12 million when we reach like the top 5. Still not a lot, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? Come on, win that. It would be very disappointing to drop this winning position. I don't usually do. Oh, it's an instant result. That is broken right there. Need to have a look at that, actually. Thank you for telling me that. Oh, there it is. Why didn't it not show it me in the first place? Corey's off. This will be a key highlight. Side netting. Let's pause it before there's another key highlight. I don't usually like saying this shout, but it definitely is time to focus up, lads. And of course, there is another key highlight immediately. Stumpf. Oh boy, Stumpf. Oh. Okay, I don't like the keeper going out that quickly, using his head. But I'm pretty sure the tactic is sweeper keeper, so can I really complain? Yeah, it'll be another one for Swift. Collie. Oh my goodness. My boys really do need to focus up. It's another key highlight. Jesus. Sort yourselves out. No doubt this will be a Swift highlight as well. Go on. Go on. Through ball. Wide. He's open. What are you doing? Bro, for real, what did you... Okay, right. Because of the absolute barrage of key highlights right now, we are going to that different tactic. There is an absolute warning here. Boy, oh boy. Corey looked offside. Was that not... Oh, what a tackle by Yek. No! Okay, it wasn't a great tackle. And we've just been a little bit too late changing that tactic, haven't we? I think we'll get a little pop-up saying, are you sure you want to change tactics now? That is disappointing. But you could see it happening. And the left back that isn't a left back gets injured. Sound, good work. This could be a really disappointing night now. Get it back on the encouragement. Now that's the kind of result that you expect 8th place to have. 2-0 up. Looked like we were cruising at one stage. The XG was awesome. And then all of a sudden it started rising for Swift. Bottle jobs. Started out bottling a 2-0 lead. Good work, lads. Good work. So it's 1 point from our first potential 3. I guess it's not as bad as losing it. It's the only thing that I can say. All right. anything else that I want to say? I'll go through some of the rules, for the youth rating. The youth rating changes, okay? So it's +1 youth rating for any of these. You hit the Champions League group stage at 6th or less league coefficients. Hit the Champions League knockouts at 4th or less league coefficients. This might have to change. Quarters at 3rd or less. Semis at 2nd or less. Final at 1st or less. +1 youth rating for every World Cup finals appearance. For every Euros knockouts. +1 for first World Cup appearance. +1 for first Euros appearance. +1 for any national team trophy. +1 for first club European final. +1 for first club European trophy. +1 for every Champions League trophy. Just anything that could shine a light on Luxembourg football will involve the youth rating, increase it, and eventually we'll have a World Cup winning squad. There you go. I think the maximum that I'm doing is about 165, 170. I don't know. We might have to test that out. Who knows? Okay. I'm out. See you later. Bye-bye.